What's up guys, my name is Brock, you're watching The Modest Man. Today I'm going to show you my awesome new fringe haircut. Kidding, I can't do the forward fringe thing. I see a lot of guys that look awesome with that fringe haircut. I just can't pull it off, I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to show you my new haircut. I just got this yesterday, really love it so far. But I'm going to show you how I style it. So it's about 3.5 inches in the front. Still pretty long in the back, just took some of the weight out of it with shears. And then it's kind of undercut on the sides. So I part it to the right and you'll see that it kind of hangs over because it's much longer on top than it is on the sides. Over here on the left side, it's not like shaved all the way up to the part line. The part line's not shaved in or anything, but it's still kind of an undercut. And then there's just a little bit of length right through here that kind of helps with my head shape, because if this is too long here in the corner, it gives me this kind of bulk right here, which is a bad shape. But if it's way too short, it grows out really weird. You kind of get these sprouts. So I think this is a really good haircut. I'm excited to style it. So first things first, I'm gonna use this heat tamer spray to kind of wet my hair a little bit and then protect it from the heat of the blow dryer. Smells good. So my hair is kind of damp. Kind of find the part line with my fingers and blow dry a little bit here. And I'm using this tiny little, what is it, Conair blow dryer. I love the size of it. I think it's technically a travel blow dryer, but I just keep it in my bathroom. It's very light and easy to use, but it puts out a lot of air for how small it is. Use a little bit of the Blumaan original, give you a look here. I think you can actually use this as a pre-styler or just your main product. I'm gonna use it here as a pre-styler. Just rub it in. And then back to front, root to tip. And I usually just use my fingers. Once my hair gets a little longer, I might use a brush, but I find that fingers work pretty well. Kind of in the right shape, so now I'll use the blow dryer to shape it a little more. I'm gonna keep it on warm and low for now. Something that I saw Baron over at Effortless Gentoo was...
So here's where the trick comes in. When you're about 80 or 90% dry already, what you want to do is switch your hands, put your blow dryer in the other hands, and then start blow drying your hair the opposite direction of the part.
Just to give it some volume. I usually don't have too much trouble with volume, although sometimes right here in the back it can be a little flat. So I'm just going to try to blow it that way a little bit before I put it back in the direction that I'm actually going to part it. And then, you know, the one area that I want to pay attention to a little bit is this side here. So, you know, it's too short to go back. So I kind of just wanted to go forward. And you'll notice that it's sort of cut with this fade in like that little shape, and it works really well if I just kind of push it forward a little bit. And then with the crown, and I'll give you a look at the back in a second here, I just want to kind of follow the shape of my crown. So rather than just try to push my hair back over the crown, I want to follow that kind of swirl. And one thing you can do is just put your hand on that swirl and just kind of twist it a little bit. And that'll help your hair just kind of follow that natural swirl. I'll show you the back. Okay, so this is looking pretty close, and this is the kind of haircut, you know, I told my stylist, you know, I want this to look really good in like 1 week. So it's kind of cut in that way where it's almost like a little too short right here, like a little too much of a line in the back, but in about a week it's gonna look perfect. So now I'll just take a little bit of the clay, a much heavier, much harder product than the original. Taking a little bit of it. And for this, I'm really gonna rub it in. Emulsify, as they say in the industry. And for this, I'm just kind of dusting. All right. Now, if you wanted this to look neater, you could take a comb. I don't actually know if I have a comb. Let me see here. Well, this is embarrassing. I don't have a comb. You could take a comb and just kind of run it very lightly over the top to get that nice kind of, those nice comb lines and get it to sit kind of more even. I personally like the finger styled look, but yeah, if you want it to look really neat, you could use a comb. The other thing is, if you want to get that more of like pomade kind of shiny look, but you don't want to use an actual pomade, after you use any sort of water-based like wax or cream, you can wet set your hair. So you just spray it with water. After you style, it's like right now, I would just spray it with water and then not touch it. And it would kind of, it would set with more of like a glossy, shiny finish. All right, I'll give you the 360. All right, and then if you want to, you can also, just clean my hands. Okay, and then the last thing you can do if you want, you can put your blow dryer on cool and low, and then you can kind of glue it down. I usually don't really do this, but I guess if you really want your hair to be perfect all day, you can go ahead and do it. But just don't put it on high heat, put it on cool. So that's it, that is my new haircut. This is the hairstyle that I'll be rocking for a little while, probably at least the next couple months. I'm gonna let it grow out a little bit, and I think this is a really good starting point to let it grow. So if you have any questions about these products or the process, the hairstyle, let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay stylish.